But there's a distinct difference. This community I was in, the guy was very, he was being trolled constantly. That was the only thing that made his stream funny, was the fact that we would get in the stream and troll him. He had no real personality to mention outside of being able to be trolled. And I absolutely hated that. There is a difference between a little bit of a little bit of jabbing and that kind of, the thing with Jerry, joking about giving Jerry cookies and stuff like that. There's a big difference between that and trolling. And I don't allow trolling. We're on the PvE server. We're playing on a realm. We're having fun. We're doing fun stuff. And I don't hesitate to kick somebody like that. I don't even, because ultimately it's my realm. It's my stream. You're here because you're enjoying it. But if I don't want somebody here, if somebody is being rude or treating other people with, being disrespectful, that kind of stuff, I draw a line, and that's a hard line. Yeah, it takes a lot. People don't realize what it takes to actually not just stream, but like make videos in general online and do this kind of stuff. People don't understand how much effort it actually takes. It's a lot of fun. It's a job. If you ever hear a content creator complaining and bitching about what they're doing, like they're being stupid, because they shouldn't be a content creator, because it is a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work. And you have to have the right personality for it. You have to be able to have fun with people in chat and live, and you have to make videos that are worth watching, that people can enjoy and laugh at. You have to be able to do all of that kind of stuff, and not everybody's cut out to do it. I mean, there are, from the 2010s, there were so many big, especially with Minecraft. Minecraft's obviously been huge for years when it comes to streaming and gaming and that kind of stuff. And there's kids that grew up in the 2010s watching these Minecraft YouTubers and doing their Let's Plays and stuff and being like, I want to do that when I grow up, because it looked so easy. So now you got all these kids that have grown up, and they're working jobs, and they're trying to stream on the side or create content on the side, and they're finding out that like they aren't enjoying it. It's not what they thought it was. Because we elevate these people. We put these content creators up there, and it's been the same thing with movie stars for years, and musicians and all that kind of stuff. The kids that don't want to be firefighters want to be musicians or TV stars or movie stars or whatever, because we glorify all these things, and we don't realize, you don't realize as a kid like how much time and effort and dedication it takes just to get closer, to have the opportunity to be there. Where I'm at today, I have the opportunity to do what I'm doing today because of all of the time leading up to this. My time in Iraq, my time, the education that I got that led me to be able to get into a job in tech, that led me to be able to, all of these things that added up to where I have the opportunity today to do what I'm able to do, and that's something that there's so much time and work. And yeah, you might get lucky. Your first video might go viral. But 99.99999% of the time, that is not the case. And it doesn't work out that way. Like, everybody wants to be a content creator because everybody thinks that's easy. All you do is sit there and play games. And if that's all you do, you're never going to make it, if you're having fun, go for it, but if you're expecting more out of it, if you're expecting to make a full-time living as a content creator, it's more than just sitting around playing video games. I knew there was a lot of work involved before I started doing it, but like, I started my YouTube journey in 2021 and making photography videos and that kind of stuff. And at the time I was like, oh, how hard could it possibly be? Because my first initial, what I planned on doing was, I'm going to take my phone, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to just record a video and upload it unedited. You can't do that. I mean, you can. There's nothing that says legally, like, there's nothing against the rules about it, but like, you're not going to go anywhere. And I found that out really fast with my photography stuff, because not only was the photography stuff, it didn't appeal to a lot of people with the way I was doing it, but also like it was not, it couldn't be unedited. You know, I had to edit, especially because early on, my first like year and a half, especially with the photography stuff, I would sit in front of the camera and try to record or walk around. I walked around cemeteries when I was recording my videos. And half the time, I was stuttering over my words. I was retaking several times to be able to do anything, to be able to get a good... And I would sit down with like 45 minutes of video or an hour of video where I had just walked around talking and cut it down into like a 10-minute video, cutting out every other sentence. Like, it was so frustrating to me, but I learned a lot about myself in that process too. My biggest thing that I learned was I said a lot. I didn't realize how often I said and I had to make a conscious effort to stop doing that because it was so distracting. Not just for my videos, but like in general, public speaking. I was terrible at public speaking. I had to get over that. I had to get better at it. Because even though you're not standing in front of a crowd when you're making a YouTube video, you're still public speaking. There is an audience on the other side of that camera. You just can't see them. And it got to the point where I finally, you know, I feel like I'm comfortable enough now that I could stand up in front of a crowd. I couldn't do that 5 or 10 years ago. And, you know, I got an opportunity to do that last year when I was down at the railroad place. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Moonville Tunnel. I was down at Moonville Tunnel filming a video, and we had a crowd gather around me, and everybody was like watching me talk. And that was the first time I actually did like real public speaking with a whole bunch of people gathered around, and it was impromptu. And like it terrified me, but I was much better at it than I would have been. I wouldn't have been able to do any kind of public speaking a few years ago.